Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. My name is Luis Pulido, and I'm from Sacramento, California. You guys are listening to VS Podcasts.
Hola amigos de Pancho Villa's Army, welcome to episode 40 of Villa's podcast. This is Zargento here, and we have our full squad today, man. And not only do we have a Coronel, who's been, very consistent lately, so we've been bribing him and giving him as much booze as he needs to stay on track. But we also have Ivan finally, dude. He's been very popular, dude, or maybe he just really been in the cave hiding inside a cool. Maybe he's in the grocery store in the freezer aisle, just trying to stay cool. Who knows?
That's where I go.
What's up, guys? What's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on? What's happening, guys? No, I think Ivan, like you said, he was probably at Costco in the big walk-in freezer, just hanging out because he can't handle the freaking 88-degree weather. But no, man, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad you're back,
87.
87.
Hot for LA.
It's hot. Dude, well, we're glad to have you back, bro. Hey, that was really cool. It was a treat to have you, sabotage the last podcast and come in, dude. It was like a special caller calling in to talk to Myra. That was pretty impressive, man.
Yeah. I wanted to go, sorry, but I couldn't make it.
Hey, man, it is what it is, dude. She was very appreciative of you still making the effort, dude. So we appreciate that. But enough of us. We can talk all day, but we're gonna talk about our guest today. Yeah, man, we have a good guest for us today because as we know. We're living a whole different world right now, and sometimes we don't even get a good perspective of what's going on with the COVID crisis. A lot of times, the media blows it up or it blows it down. Lately, it seems like they kind of calmed down. I haven't heard as much. But you know what? Let's talk to the source, someone who's in the front line that we want to thank for their service and everything they're doing for us, in the front line. So I want to give a warm Villa's welcome to Nurse Pulido, man. What's going on, man?
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you guys for having me here today. Like I said, it's an honor. I've never done a whole podcast thing before, so this is actually a first time for me. But I'm excited to be here, and thank you guys for having me. And I'm excited to share a little bit about myself and who I am and what I do. And for those of you guys that I haven't got the pleasure to meet yet. But yeah, so how's everyone today? It's Saturday, and no plans today other than just drinking.
I know.
It's virtual drinking with this guys, man. Except for private.
Well,
every time I go on social media and I want to say hi to Pulido, he's always at work. Except you bought your house. Congratulations to you and your lady, man.
Yeah, man, that's
I
awesome.
appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Dude, we always got to give props to people doing amazing things, man. That's awesome, man. Is this your first home or? Is this your first one?
It's my first. Yeah, it's my first home. I waited a while to buy a house. My dad kept going at me like, "Hey, dude, when are you gonna buy a house? When are you gonna buy a house? You need to stop traveling. You need to stop doing this, wasting all your money on all these games and all that stuff." I was like, let me enjoy myself a little bit, and then eventually I'll end up getting a house. So yeah, we just got a house about a month ago. So we're just getting used to the whole moving in process and stuff. I don't have all my stuff here yet at the house yet, but it's going well. We're liking the whole, just having our own place to live. Me and my fiance Stephanie, we're enjoying it. We were supposed to get married this year too, but the whole pandemic stuff canceled all that. So, we ended up buying a house and hopefully getting married next year.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah,
we'll crash the party.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Exactly. You guys are
welcome.
We'll
go to church.
We'll go to church. So we're not just gonna go to the reception or the after party. Yeah.
No, definitely. A big shout out, special hi to Stephanie. I know she's always traveling with you and whatnot. So I have a question about the house. Before we start getting into a little bit more about you, it's a new build, right?
Yeah, it's a new build. So it's a new build. I just got built right now. This community, there's only like 6 or other families living here yet. It's still brand new production. And it's in Livo, California, which is like 15 minutes north from Yuba City, from where I originally, been living, which is like near Sacramento. I usually tell people I'm from Sacramento, California, because no one knows where Yuba City is at. So it's like 45 minutes. Yuba City is 45 minutes north from Sacramento. So when people meet me, I say, hey, I'm from Sacramento. It's I think it's the closest chapter that they have too. Sacramento, PBA Sacramento's the closest chapter that they have. So I tell people I'm from Sacramento all the time.
Oh. Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good. Well, tell us a little bit more about. Tell us about you. I mean, a little bit of background. Your name. Obviously, everybody knows you through social media. You have a lot of followers as Nurse Pulido, but obviously Luis is your government name, right?
Yeah.
If you want to call it that. But
the Christian name.
Your Christian name.
Tell us all the lives you saved, everything. Tell us all the good stuff.
All your secrets, man. Your social security number. It's all
for the world to see.
Or at least the last four. That's all we need. Just the last four. Not just.
Who's Luis?
So Luis, yeah. So let's see. I grew up, like I said, in Yuba City, which is a small town here in 45 minutes of Sacramento. Lived here all my life, went through high school, went through college here, got my nursing degree back in, 2014, right? The Brazil World Cup was 2014. Yeah, so I graduated in 2014, and I got my license on August 7th of 2014. So I've been a nurse for almost 5-6 years now. I'm working here at a local hospital in town. And I enjoy traveling to the games. I'm a big soccer fan. I guess my first experience with soccer was the Euros. Was it the 2006 Euros where Portugal played Greece and lost to Greece?
They lose to Greece?
They lost to Greece. I don't remember the score, but that's the first time I actually remember
that's crazy,
the whole soccer stuff. And seeing Cristiano Ronaldo play for the first time. That's when I kind of started to get a glimpse of soccer. I didn't really get too much into soccer until probably after college, when I was actually able to drive myself to games and just go to games, buy tickets for myself, and and do all that. So the first Mexico game that I remember going to was Senegal versus Mexico at the AT&T Center in San Francisco. It was a doubleheader. It was like a Houston Dynamo versus Earthquakes, and then followed by the Mexico versus Senegal game. It was a warm-up game to the prior to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So I remember seeing a young Marco Fabian, Alan Pulido, and Hector Herrera.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are you guys related? Man, that's hook it up, dude. Give us some tickets.
Don't tell Javi. He's gonna start stalking you también.
Yeah, Javi's gonna be like, hey, el primo, mira.
So I remember a young Alan Pulido, Hector, coming up during that whole Olympic friendly run. So that's the first game that I actually remember going by myself and driving out there to the game as far as that goes. But I mean, I've been traveling since then. And since then I've just been going to as many games as I can, not just Mexico games, but just in general, just any big soccer events. I've been to a lot of major soccer events. I've been to Clásicos, went to the World Cup in Russia, traveled to Estadio Azteca for the Mexico-USA game back in, July 2017. I've been around the world. I'm a big soccer fan. Ever since after college, I started getting more into soccer. Grew up liking Real Madrid. Became a Real Madrid fan. I'm part of a Peña here in San Francisco, Peña Madridista San Francisco. So I go up there to San Francisco just to kind of watch the games and hang out with a lot of the people there. And yeah, I mean, any major event, sporting event, as far as soccer goes, I usually try to be there, man. I'm blessed to have a nice working job.
That's the way to go, man.
For all this,
so let's take.
I don't know how you do it, man. I really don't know. And I applaud you. And if you can do it, great. That is awesome. But I go through, obviously follow Luis, and I'm like, he's in fucking Europe. This guy, what the? He's in
how does he do it?
He's fucking taking selfies with Tecatito. He's taking selfies with fucking Ronaldo. I mean, everywhere, bro. I'm like, dude, good. I mean, good for you, man. Good for you. I'm very, very happy that if you have the means, do it. But I'm just like, dude, can you guess a number of how many games you've been to, in Europe? I'm more interested in Europe because locally we can kind of move, we can work our way around here, right? But you've been to Europe several times, right? It's not just once, right?
How many times have you crossed the pond for a soccer game over
there? Well, I mean, I went to the Confederation Cup in St. Petersburg. I went to the final there, and I did a little quick Euro trip there as well. But it was the Chile versus Germany game, so I've been to the Chile versus Germany game. Back in April, I think it was 2017, I went to a Clásico versus Real Madrid and Barcelona in Madrid. We lost that game. I think it was 2-1. Messi scored his 500th goal. It was that whole thing where he took off his shirt in the Bernabeu, lifted it up, and it sucked because I actually recorded that goal as it was happening in developing. So it's on my Instagram.
Dude, you jinxed us, bro. What happened?
Yeah,
dude.
I went over there to hopefully catch a win, but it was still great though. The atmosphere was crazy. So I went to that game, and then obviously to the Russia World Cup. I guess you can say I jinxed us again. I mean, I went to the Brazil versus Mexico game.
We're starting to see a trend here.
Yeah, man. Hey, but that's a true fan, though, dude. He's constantly going, and the results are never in his favor.
Don't trip. I think a lot of us have been to Mexico games where they get I'm sure you were at that game. We were at that game when Mexico lost by a touchdown. That was pretty bad.
Chile? Chile 7-0 game? Yeah, dude, I was there. I was there.
Yeah, first when you said that, I've been on my dude, wrong sport. Touchdown. What are you talking about?
That's
7-0.
Hey, you know what's funny? What's funny about that game is we had the watch party here. I didn't make that game. We had the watch party here at Native, and Z's dad was there. He was here. He was joining, and he had like this pool going. Like I don't know what the pool. It wasn't like Mexico wins or whatever. I don't know. He was doing something, and everybody was just throwing money and and then at the end of the game, he was gone. They were like, "Where'd he go? Like, who won the money?"
I haven't seen him since. Coronel.
He's dead, con everybody out of the money. It's fucking right.
He's living his best life right now in Europe, probably watching soccer. I don't know what that money.
Hey, right now, I noticed that he made a face when you said that Messi scored his 500th goal. So if you had to choose Messi or Ronaldo, who you got?
I'm a big CR7.
Come on,
big
man.
CR7 fan. Big CR7.
Yeah, come on. That was coming.
I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, but
yeah, show us all your stuff.
I got these. I don't have everything, but I have these Balón de Oro signed by CR7. I have this other Balón over here signed by CR7. I have some Real Madrid stuff signed over here that I won from Nikki Sports in Los Angeles. A picture with Ache from when I went to what's it called? To UEFA Nations League.
You probably have his jockstrap. That's pretty cool.
I mean, no.
He's looking around for it right now. He's like, it's up there in the fan. It's in the fan with Alan Pulido's and I was kidding.
Let me ask you this. Is it ugly Ache or guapo Ache?
I know which one. Did you get 1.0 or 2.0?
I mean, here, let's see if you guys will zoom in. It's just
He can transition to guapo.
That's 2.0.
That's 2.0.
GQ
yeah. Ivan, you have a chance, bro. You have a chance. Dude.
Would you do that? Like, if you had the money, like if you guys had the money, I don't want to get off topic, but if you had the money, would you?
Hell yeah.
Let's say you would plastic surgery.
I look like Shrek. Of course I would do it. Come on, man.
Ivan looks like Kamala, the guy that just died. What was that wrestler? The
WWE, the vice president. Which one?
No, not Kamala. What's the name? What's the African warrior wrestler?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah. Starts with the same.
Not too sure.
K.
He was back. He was a wrestler back in the day when wrestling was real. It's fake now.
All right. So if you could, okay, let me ask you this question. Z.
All right, go ahead.
If you could do plastic surgery or modify some part of your body, remember this is a family show. What would that be? What would that be?
Dude, that's tough, bro.
What would you do? Maybe eyes. I don't know.
What the heck are you do with your eyes, bro?
I'm just saying, dude. Any part of your body. I don't know.
I would say, that's a tough one, dude. I would go with my teeth, dude. I would have like perfect white teeth, like freaking veneers.
Veneers,
yeah.
See, what would you do?
I look like a televangelist, you know. Hey, send me money.
Send me money and more money. Z, what would you do? What would you change? I mean, Ivan.
Me?
Yeah, one thing.
My face.
Damn, dude, the whole fucking thing.
Seriously.
Hey, you didn't say no limit, bro.
Like a nice little nose. I would get rid of like these wrinkles right here. I will do the HH. See how my ears kind of
pin them up a little bit.
You know, I would take care. I would scrape off some of my, because I don't have that strong jawbone line right here. I would scrape it off and be like the Brad Pitt look kind of.
He's thought about this before.
I said one thing, bro. He's done a lot of thinking about this, right?
No, that is. You said one thing, so I said the whole entire face.
Dude, I think if he did, I wouldn't recognize him. Dude, would be like, who's this guy, dude? El Javi, forget Pulido. Who's this guy?
You know? Hey, so Luis, if you could change one thing about you, what would that be?
Well, I mean, I guess I already started that, dude. Like, to be honest, like I got Invisalign. My teeth were all crooked and stuff. But you know, I did get Invisalign, so I'm working on my smile. Because that was something I was kind of subconscious about, like just crooked teeth and stuff like that. Not having my parents not having money to do like the braces at a young age or whatever. Right. So, you know, just recently me being able to provide for myself and do things for myself. You know, I got Invisalign, so I'm working on my smile. Something like
this guy doesn't just talk the talk; he walks the walk.
He walks the walk. And he bites the bite. You know what I would change, guys? I would change this. Mira.
La panza. Dude, that's your trademark, though. What are you gonna do when it's gone?
Ronaldo abs, bro. Mira.
For real. Hey, and I know that I asked you about that question about Messi and Cristiano, because I remember when you purchased your house, you uploaded a video on Instagram, and you were giving a tour, and I saw all the football stuff that you have, and you're like, I gotta frame this, I gotta frame that. I was like, man, this guy has a lot of cool soccer stuff.
Yeah.
So are you planning like a special room for everything, or are you gonna have it throughout the house? Is Steph gonna let that happen, or what?
Well, see, so I already told her, I was like, dude, you can have the whole house, but the den downstairs is mine. Like you have no say on the den. I do whatever I want with the den. So as far as that video goes, you know, it is on my Instagram for people to go check out if they want to. I've collected a lot of stuff like memorabilia throughout my time as a soccer fan. I mean, I've purchased some of that stuff too. Some of it I've actually, you know, in person, you know, gotten autographs. Some of the stuff it's been like charity. You know, like the shirt right now that I'm wearing for Fuerza Mexico was a charity that was run by Mexico. It was the Mexico versus Wales game back. I think it was in 2018 in Los Angeles. It was at the Rose Bowl. They had this charity event. I forgot what the website was, but they were like offering like, you know, hey, certain amount of you know, money given to you get an autographed jersey, or you chance to win like a meet and greet or whatnot. So I donated some money or whatever. It was tax deductible, so I did it too. You know, tax deductible for donating some money, and I'm getting this like, you know, cool Fuerza Mexico shirt signed by like Tecatito, Jimenez, Chicharito, things like that. So like I said, like I've collected a lot of stuff through like either purchasing it or at the games. I'm usually like trying to like, you know, stay at the hotels, team hotels where they're at, or, you know, as far as like after the games, trying to meet them and, you know, get as close as possible to when they're walking out and stuff. So I've gotten some cool stuff doing all that. Like I'm pretty like I'm in there, like, you know, trying to bug them and stuff like that. But it's like, give me that picture autograph. I've got a lot of cool stuff that's like, you know, I've collected throughout the year that you know, that I like to like showcase in my den, this little bar area where I'm at right now.
So I do have it pulled up, man. Would you mind if we share that quick part of where you show your den? Is that cool? I have it up on Instagram. All right, let's pull that up real quick. So I have it up. Let's take a look at it because I haven't seen it. This is like first time for me, so let's look it up real quick. All right, so I think this is actually you going in. I already see an arcade game, so that's a good sign.
Yes. Yeah, NBA Jam.
Oh, NBA Jam.
Hang some jerseys up, whatever that I have here. So, bar. I'll be hosting some soccer games and matches.
I'll be there.
Got some signed memorabilia up. Still got a lot of more stuff to hang and shit and stuff that I haven't really set up. But
that's dope.
Anyways, I'm gonna do kind of like a Real Madrid setup over here. Got my Casemiro jersey dedicated to me.
Casemiro.
On this section, I got my Luka Modric signed jersey.
Oh, that guy's pretty good.
Framed.
Hey, look.
Shout out Peña Madrid, San Francisco Bay Area.
Nice.
So here I just got a bunch of like tickets from special matches I've gone to. Copa America, the UEFA Nations League, a Manchester United game that I went to. This is just Luis Hernandez autograph. I might get rid of that. I don't know.
What?
CR7 signed ball from his promotion, his launch from the museum. I ended up getting both of them thanks to my friend Salvador.
Oh shit!
So these I won through Nikki Sports through a competition. Signed Real Madrid Adidas boots. You got Marcelo's autograph, Luca Vasquez, Gareth Bale, and on the side over here is Benzema's.
Wow,
Damn,
dude.
I would use those to play.
Dude, hell no.
And it just goes on, dude. There's more stuff, more tickets. He just framed. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. So that's just cool, bro.
You've won like a ton. You know what? I like I said, I do follow him, Luis, and every time there's like a contest of some sort, he just like ends up winning somehow. Like you won.
We gotta know the hack. What's the hack, dude? How do you get the wins? Yeah. What's the hack?
I don't know, man. Everyone gives me the shit for that. I was like, dude, like, hey, how'd you win? How'd you do this? How'd you do that? Like I said, I've won 2 competitions on Nikki Sports already. I actually got a chance to go to like Zlatan's Ibrahimovic's last year in MLS, the opening match of LA Galaxy. I won tickets the Friday night before the game, which is on Saturday. I was off Saturday, and I was like, oh shit, I won tickets. Now what do? I got to book a flight. So I was like, I wasn't expecting to win, and I wanted to. They told me Friday. I was like, damn, I got to book a flight tomorrow. So I ended up getting the earliest flight I could. Flew out to the game on Saturday to LA. Watched him score a header. He actually scored a header, so it was pretty cool. And flew back the next day. Like it's just things like that. Like I said, I'm blessed to be able to do. Like we're like a 1-day tripper just to catch a game or whatever, and then come back. I'm blessed, and I enjoy doing that, all that kind of stuff.
Hey, and a quick background, just in case people who see this via podcast, if you don't know what Nikki Sports is, so Nikki Sports is a popular store where they pretty much have anything related to soccer you want: jerseys, cleats. That store, along with Azteca Sports, they pretty much they're the go-to football stores. But I give props to Nikki Sports because before we had Ticketmaster and before we had various tickets and all these outlets, if you knew, that was the spot to get your tickets for the Mexico game. Because I remember back in the day, I'm sure you guys remember when Giovanni Dos Santos scored that goal in the Gold Cup final and he beat United States 4-2.
Oh yeah,
Nikki
beautiful
Sports,
goal.
Dude, Nikki Sports, if you went ahead of time, you could have got tickets for like $10-15. I got tickets on the line to you for that championship, $25, because they had them in advance because we didn't even know Mexico was going to be in the final. So if you knew in LA, that's where you would go get your tickets and you don't have to pay fees or anything. And they were selling very, very affordable. But I mean, you can't do that now. But just
crazy, man. That's
Nikki
cool.
Sports.
Good background, man. Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. I'm like, this like, what's Nikki Sports? Some people didn't know. So,
Nikki Sports, they have a lot of good football stuff. Clinics and stuff.
Following up on the games that you're talking about, dude. One thing that I did notice from a lot of the pictures that you had is that you have a trend going that you like to take pictures with the opponent's fans, right? So I see some photos that you like. If it's either Croatia or is it I think is that Liverpool? I don't even know what team that is.
Wales. So it's Wales. The Wales game that I was talking about. Yeah. The Wales game, the Bosnian, Croatia.
So I've noticed that you've been doing that, right? Is that kind of a thing that you're doing? You just kind of like to go, hey, I want to take a picture with the other fans, or just kind of just happened, just coincidence?
No, it's something I actually like to do because, like I said, I appreciate the other fans. Like I said, some fans dress up super crazy and and it's just like you don't get a chance to meet up with all these other people, and it's like, it's just an opportunity to get to know other people for whether it be like 5 seconds just for a photo thing, but they express their love for their country or for their team too. So it's just something kind of like that I like to do. Like if I see someone like, hey, that's willing to take a picture with me, whatever, they're more than likely to go ahead and do it. Like the Croatia picture, the guy wanted to use the sombrero that I had, so I was like, yeah, go ahead, let's go ahead and take a picture. But yeah, no, it's something that I usually like to do. I like to take a picture with the opposing opponent and just something just to remember the game by.
Yeah.
No, the Croatia one, was that in Dallas?
Yeah, that was in Dallas. Yeah, I don't know if that was like my second time in Dallas. I think I want to say it was probably my second or third time in Dallas. I've been in Dallas for a couple games before. I think my first game in Dallas was the Mexico versus Argentina game. It was like a 2-2 draw back in September of 2015. I got to see Messi score, Chicharito score a penal. I remember that game pretty lively. Like it was pretty cool. It was another one-day tripper though. Like I didn't get a chance to explore Dallas. I haven't actually gotten a chance to be in Dallas for for a couple days to actually explore the city, but eventually I hopefully want to do that one day. Just stay in Dallas for a couple days and just get to know the city.
Whatever you do, don't go to Whataburger.
Yeah, don't go to. Oh, dude, have you ever been to Whataburger?
We're gonna keep this going, dude. We're gonna tell every fan, make sure that we have a tally here.
Okay, Whataburger. So my fiance Stephanie, she used to live in was it Dallas for a good 6 months out there, and she swore by Whataburger and this and that. And honestly, I prefer In-N-Out versus
That's
Whataburger.
what's up.
Like, I prefer In-N-Out versus Whataburger.
So did she still feel the same about Whataburger, or would you think she'd go In-N-Out?
Did you convert her to something outside of Whataburger?
Well, she's from California, but like I said, she moved out for like 6 months to Dallas, and to Austin. It was Austin. And she had Whataburger there, and she swore up and down by it. But I think so when we went, so I took her to one of the games with me because she's like my travel buddy. We go to a lot of the games together, as you had mentioned. And she wanted me to try this place. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll give it a go. And it was okay, but it wasn't In-N-Out. And and I think her reaction goes as far as like what she remembers it like when she was there. It was good, but when we went back to it, it was a game in San Antonio when I first had it. I want to say it was that Bosnia San Antonio game because that's the first time I actually kind of like got a chance to get it more affiliated with the PVA. Mm-hmm. It was through they had like a party at this like luchador bar thing. It was like a party thing, and that's where I got to like kind of like get to know a little bit more about PVA because prior to me even getting a whole chance to know anything about PVA, I kind of just did all of these trips like on my own and just kind of like went out and stuff. And but it was during that time in San Antonio where we actually tried Whataburger, and it was okay. It didn't surprise. It was oh my god.
I was hungry. It was 3:00 in the morning. There was nothing else open.
I know. I'm telling you guys, the Whataburger, their burgers are like as equal as gas station burgers here in California.
That's a big one, dude. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the truth.
Hey, so Luis, let me ask you this. So you mentioned Dallas, right? Dallas has got that new stadium and whatnot. Big stadium.
Is it new anymore though? Is it new anymore though? I wouldn't call it new anymore.
I'm just saying we need to redo the screen there. That's all I know. It needs to be bigger. But out of all the stadiums that you've been to,
in
the world, what are the top two?
That's a good one, yeah.
Top two, man.
That's tough for him.
That's tough, dude. Because Europe has some like pretty legit. Like in some of the games that I went to are pretty legit. But I mean, Estadio Azteca was nice. The Estadio Azteca, like the atmosphere, Estadio Azteca, the 1-1 draw, Mexico versus USA game. That game was.
Did you go? What did you sit? Did you sit with us? Were you sitting with the view?
You know what, guys? Actually, I do remember this. So I remember this clearly. So I sat in the VIP area because I bought VIP tickets or whatever. But I didn't sit with you guys because, like I said, I didn't know you guys. I didn't know you guys. Like I didn't know anything about PVA at that time. But I do remember seeing someone from PVA Phoenix with like a patch on there. It said PVA Phoenix and whatnot. He had like it was like a GoPro. It was a GoPro.
That was Z.
It might have been you, dude. Yeah, it might have been you. Yeah. So I remember.
Wait a minute.
They were sitting like because it was in the background, kind of like near the corner area and stuff. I think you guys were a little bit off. Yeah. Off to like the little corner flag area, and I was kind of a little bit just slightly to the right, a little bit more so in the middle. But I was near where a lot of these like PVA people were, and I didn't know who you guys were. I didn't know what you guys stood for and whatnot. So it was just me and a bunch of like childhood friends that decided like, hey, let's take a trip to Mexico and let's go watch a Mexico game. And we never gone to that game. I remember it kind of. I don't remember who the Mexico. This sucks, but I don't remember who scored the goal for Mexico. But I do remember the banger that Bob Bradley scored. I think it was like almost like a half yard.
That was a good goal.
Like
that was
whack.
It ended up
that fool didn't take a knee. Hey, Bob Bradley didn't take a knee the other day for the people that are protesting. That's a whole other topic though.
Yeah, but like I remember that game though. Like the atmosphere though at the Azteca was something else, man. 1-1. Ended up a little bit earlier. I think they ended up like canceling at the 84th minute or something because it started to rain and a lot of thunder. And as far as that experience there, dude, I remember like not having like good signal on my phone. So when we were trying to get an Uber, my phone was about to die. And I was like, there was like this van, and I remember the license plate number. I was like, oh shit, I gotta look out for this like van to like pick us up because it was me and like 4 other buddies and my brother. And we were staying at an Airbnb in Mexico City. And we were like, well, dude, no one else had good service. And I was the only one with service there. So I'm like, well, hopefully we were able to get out of here. And luckily I was able to kind of, like I said, memorize the license plate on the guy that was coming to come pick us up. He didn't cancel on us. And we ended up getting home. But like I remember being super soaked and wet because of the thunderstorm that was going on that day.
That was crazy.
It started raining that day. Hey, right now that you said that reminded me of something. Personally, I don't drink, but the seats that we had was all you can eat and drink, including alcohol. So I remember because it was raining hard, a lot of us from the PVA crew, we stood right there like 2 hours after the game just drinking. I was drinking. That was fun.
Dude, that's the same game where one of our members, Pedro, was in the party bus. We had a double-decker bus on the way there. Yeah. And he was like going crazy, and the federales, right, or the police came, dude, and they like prevented us from going on the bus. So we were like, dude, what the heck? Same thing, no signal. We finally just had to like contract an Uber who was like waiting for somebody else, and we like bribed them, cancel that, take us to the hotel, dude, and we ended up going, dude. We made it. But Pedro, do you remember that? We got to get him on too, man. That guy's
it was crazy because the police out there was like, oh, you guys don't have a permit for the bus. And we were like, what do you mean we don't have a permit? It's a freaking bus. Like, what kind of permit? You know how you don't have a permit.
You don't have a permit. We need
so a lot of people were like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. So a lot of people started getting Ubers and just kind of getting home and whatnot. And we stayed with the bus. And that's where all the beer was, bro. They had beer everywhere. And so they were like, okay, somehow, I don't know what they worked out. And then all of a sudden they just let us go. Because it was Pedro. He was on top of the bus and he almost got decapitated by a power line or a bridge or something. One of the
he did something crazy.
One of the Santos guys, one of the Santos followers or fans, the guy that hangs as a PVA, he pulled Pedro down, and if not, Pedro would have been knocked out. And I think they saw that and were like,
I think it was a bridge. I think it was a bridge.
Blah blah blah, and you don't have a permit and all this crap. But that was fun, dude. That experience was all fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Minus the decapitation, it was fun. We're good. We're fine. So hey, let's play a quick game. I'm gonna show an image, a couple images, and I want you guys to tell me the first thing that comes, like the first word. Just come with one word. What's one word that comes to mind when you see this image? And then we'll talk about it. Cool? Just one word. All right, we're gonna start off with let's go with our guests. So Nurse Pulido's gonna start off first. Let's go Coronel, Ivan, and I'll wrap it up.
Well, let's do. Why don't we do this? Why don't we just do Luis do the game and we could just comment after because we'll have time to think about it. You know what I mean? We'll time to think about it. We just do Luis and we just comment on it.
Put him on the spot.
Put me on the spot, man. Hopefully it's right then.
First image, just one word, dude. First thing, don't overthink it. All right, here we go. First image. Word. What do you guys think? Here we go. One word. What do you think?
Crap. I'm sorry, my bad.
Get him out of here. What is this? This is a joke.
So the word is joke. It's a joke. All right, cool, man. So we know earlier you're definitely a RJ7 fan.
RJ7?
Raul Jimenez. He's not a Raul Jimenez fan. He's not a Raul Jimenez fan.
What the hell? Who's hosting this podcast?
Hey, dude, I am, and I'm making my own rules. RJ7 it is. So he's definitely a Ronaldo fan, right? So so you definitely told us about experiencing that goal, and definitely not a great experience for you. What are your thoughts about him? Saying that he wants out, dude. What are your thoughts about that?
There's a time of day for everyone to realize when they're just done. I feel like he's it's just time to go. I mean, if he wants to really prove to everyone that he's just more than just Barcelona, he can do anything. If he's a great player, he should be able to go to another league and be able to, conquer success there. And if he's able to do that, then, people will respect him a lot more. They'll criticize him a little bit less. As everyone knows, CR7 has won Champions League with Manchester United. He's won 5 total, right? With 4 with Real Madrid. Was it 4 with Real Madrid? Yeah.
He's doing his thing in
league.
But he's won like league titles with, like I said, with Manchester United. He's won stuff with Real Madrid. He's won stuff with Juventus. So he's shown that even with his age and stuff like that, he's able to do work in other leagues. So if Messi wants to be like that criticism where like, oh, he's just Barcelona, and he's able to do stuff at another league and show that he can, I feel like he'll get less criticized, and he'll be recognized as a great player as well. I mean, he's already recognized as a fantastic player and one of the best in the world, but I feel like he always just has that criticism, like, hey, you just been in Barcelona,
he hasn't done nothing for the national team, right? I mean, with Argentina, she hasn't done anything. So
that would be my next question. That would be where I would be like, would I want to have like team success wherever I play, or would I want to be like a
international
in my national team? Yeah, I would personally I would choose international. But
all right, let's move on to the next one. All right, next image.
Let's
Here we go. First thing comes to your mind.
Ooh.
All right, what's one word? First thing.
Oh, I'm still seeing the Messi image right now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Messi image.
We're having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, man. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Round 2. And bam.
Okay, goat. Greatest of all time. I mean, Mr. Champions League. What can I say? I mean, he's idol. I mean, what I'm kind of like, I like his dedication. If I could, one word, right? We're playing one word game, so his dedication.
So is it goat or dedication? Dedication.
Let's go with goat.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the Bruce Lee of soccer.
He's a sensei. Yeah, he does. He has that shape like Bruce Lee. Dude. Bruce Lee, he's all.
Yeah.
Probably push him
like
with 2 fingers or pinky and stuff.
Ronaldo he's like a walking piece of muscle.
Yeah.
That's what's
all right. Yeah, that guy's awesome, man. So okay, right, next one.
Here we go. Tacos.
If he does, it's vegan. Here you go. Next one.
All right, same thing. I'm still seeing the Ronaldo picture. So
Z, I don't know what Z's doing wrong over there.
I'm doing something wrong. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and just stop it again and go again.
Yeah,
I think it's the image that's screwing it up. It's the image that's screwing it up. All right, here we go.
America, yeah, I don't really care too much for them. My parents are from Michoacán, so it's either Morelia or Guadalajara. So I grew up kind of liking Guadalajara, Chivas. So I don't really care too much for America. So I would say I'm more of a Chivas fan than.
So what's the word? What's the word?
Crap.
Crap.
A word. I mean,
damn.
Here's another thing. I don't watch La Liga Mexicana too much, so I don't want to be too disrespectful to America because Giovanni Dos Santos is playing for America right now.
I will.
I can do it
but
too.
If you guys want to call it crap, then you guys can call it crap.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hey, so Z, before you move on,
and I left them speechless.
See, before we go to the next picture, for those of you who are American fans, it's all in good fun, right? It's all banter. But Pedro from PVA Reno is actually auctioning. Hey, say that 3 times. Yeah. He's auctioning that jersey, and the entry fee is $10. Oh no, $20.
$20.
$20 to win. It's a vintage jersey, I guess. So don't know much about the American jersey though. Anybody's interested?
Here's the actual post, right, where he says $20. At first I read it and I thought he's paying people $20 to get it off his hands.
I would, yeah.
I was like, okay, I think that's pretty high. I mean, give me $100 and I might take it off your. No, you know what? I don't know. There's no. I wouldn't take it off your hands. First of all, I think Pedro should. Why didn't he like iron it, dude? I mean, it looks just like the team. It's all wrinkled and looks
It's
like
all crappy.
Ivan, would you pay $20 for that for a raffle?
Yes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit him up after this, and I'm gonna send him the $20.
I want 2 spots.
I'm gonna
Hey,
send
don't
him
let
60 so he could just give it to me.
Hey, don't let Luis enter. He'll win that contest too. Shit.
You know
he
what?
will.
Matter of fact, Luis, I'm gonna send you the money and you transfer it to him on my behalf, please.
Sounds good.
Have you had a chance to meet Pedro at all, Luis? Have you had a chance to meet our member Pedro?
I don't think so. You know, I haven't really got a chance to meet a lot of you guys in person. I met Ivan, I met Coronel, in the San Diego game. I met Lulu too. It was at the San Antonio game versus Argentina. We got our ass whooped that game 4-0 too. So I don't know. I guess there is a trend with me going to these damn games. 4-0, guys. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I met Lulu. She's pretty cool. No, but I don't think I met Pedro yet. I don't think I met Pedro.
He's very popular with a lot of our members. That guy's very active, dude. I think one of his things. He has a son. Is it Pedro Jr.?
Yeah. With the mullet.
Yes.
He's got a mullet now, dude. So this kid's been following us forever, dude. He's been like, he's always drumming. He's with his dad. He puts him to work. Like Pedro makes his son work. But he has a mullet now, bro. Dude, he's a teenager. Yeah, I got it. Let me show the picture first of all. So this is what us Mexican dads would do to our sons. Dude. We would totally do this. We'll post this on social media. We'll be bullying the heck out of our kids. So he posts this image of, this is Pedro Jr. right here. He goes, que sabrosa está la mesera, right? So
let mom see that.
Right. And then of course the next image is, Pedro then follows up with this image and goes, este güey me está tomando foto. So that's his dad right there, dude, putting him on the spot, dude. But look at that mullet, bro.
Dude.
Ivan, you got to do this, Ivan. I can see you pulling this off.
I don't even know if I could grow that much hair anymore.
I'm gonna see if I can dig up one of my old high school pictures. I've got my mullet, dude. My shit was on point.
What is it called? Party in the business in the front, party in the back, or what is that?
Exactly, bro. Exactly, dude. One thing about Pedrito, bro, man, he puts in a lot of work. He's painted tifos. He drums the drums, pre-party, after party. I mean,
non-alcoholic.
He's awesome, man, and he's done a lot of work. And to see him grow up, dude, he's like a man now, bro. When I saw him,
he was a little kid.
He was a little kid before.
He was little, bro.
He's one right in front of us. We're like proud parents here, man.
Yep. And I think he's working. I don't know. Maybe your daughter can get him a job at Sonic.
Maybe, but he's got to shave that mullet, dude. Sonic has a strict rule. You gotta have buzz cut. This buzz cut there.
Or wear roller skates.
Or roller skates and drop slushies. Yeah.
Watching that over and over.
I've seen that video though too.
That's messed up, man.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious, bro. So, yeah, dude, that's right there, man. That's our members right there, Alan. So definitely next time, when you go out, Alan Pulido. See, I'm already screwing up names.
Brother.
It's my brother, my carnal.
RJ7 and then Alan Pulido. Pedro's definitely one you got to get to know. That guy's cool as hell, man.
Cool.
Oh man, so do I go with the other images? We have 2 more. Do you want to do the last 2?
Let's do it.
And last one, dude. So here we go. This one was a request by Coronel for you. We want to see your take on people like this.
You know what? I've never seen the movie. I know there's like 2 of them, but I've never seen the movie myself. I should probably watch that today.
You should watch it. Do clowns?
What's a word though? What's a word though when you see a clown? What's a word?
Clown.
Chivas fan.
Barcelona.
No,
Barcelona.
Barcelona. I like it. So we're showing an image of course, it. And a lot of people have phobias on clowns. Dude, Coronel, are you scared of clowns?
It depends the setting, I guess.
Oh shoot! What do you mean?
It just depends the setting because there's clowns everywhere, right? But I mean,
Yeah, they're usually wearing yellow.
Dude, I guess at night, I'm not down for seeing a clown at night. During the day, I'm cool with it, I guess.
Yeah, if you're going to a circus, right? It's fine. But if you're going to your car in a freaking car garage where it's it's dark and gloomy, you don't want to see a clown just pulling up, right? Chinga su madre, right?
No.
Ivan, what about you, bro?
Vámonos.
Well, when I see that, honestly, that clown is. I like the original It better, to be honest.
Damn.
Like, damn, really? What is it about the original?
Maybe because it made
bald.
more of an impact because I was like super young.
Yeah.
His bald,
It was like scarier back in the day.
Gotcha.
Maybe it was that. So if you see the movie, check out the original one. Don't check out the one that they remade again. Check out the original one from the 80s. It's creepier.
It's okay.
All right, man. Well, last one. We're in the movie theme here.
Oh yeah.
One word.
Respect, man. Like respect.
Yeah.
Like he just passed away. What was it yesterday? They announced that he passed away from colon cancer.
Man.
I mean, Black Panther was Wakanda forever, man. I mean, he's gonna live as a legend in the Marvel universe. You know, he's respect.
Respect's a good one, dude. I like that. I agree with that. I think respect. I think like hero. Comes to mind. I don't know, man. It's really tough, dude. When you see stuff like that, I didn't believe it when it came out yesterday. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Is this real? Is this someone lying, dude? And it's crazy. I didn't even know he was dealing with that, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I honestly I didn't know either, dude. Like I found out yesterday. I was like, with my fiance, and we were just scrolling on Instagram, and a bunch of people putting like R.I.P. R.I.P. And it's like, what? And then I started like digging deeper, and like, colon cancer, and he's been battling this for a while now. I was like, dude, I didn't know that. Like, no, yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he was doing all these movies, dude, he was like, it seemed like not that long ago there was a movie that I saw him that just recently came out, right? So it's like, that's crazy. So
and it puts things in perspective. Like, shit, he's so. I mean, nobody's immune to this, right? And it's like he's so young, bro. I mean, he was young. Like, what?
43.
Mm-hmm.
Young, and then even
I
don't know, man. That did hit me pretty hard. And as well, Cliff Robinson, basketball player.
He died today.
Portland. He also passed away too. I'm not sure what, but he was fairly young too. And these are athletes that are in shape, and and they're eating all the good stuff. At least I think they're eating all the good stuff. But
right.
I don't know.
It is sad. Yesterday when that happened, I was actually asleep, and I woke up because since this quarantine happened. Every Friday and Saturday, Friday and Saturday, I always have dinner with my parents. Every Friday and Saturday, including my little sister, right? Before it was indoors, now things still. Anyway, long story short, woke up, hopped in the shower. My sister's like, hey, did you see that? Blah, 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 passed away. I was like, what? So I was like, no way. So I checked, I was like, but it's one of those moments that you're like, you're going to remember what you were doing. You know what I mean? Because he made some pretty cool movies, like the Jackie Robinson movie. Of course, was he the first like African American superhero? I think he was.
Black Panther.
Like in a major
I think in the MCU, the new one, I think it was. Dude, I mean, I remember, dude, watching the last one, right? The last Avenger movie, and I don't think I got the biggest cheers in that movie, Capitan, when you saw all the heroes come to rescue, but when it showed Black Panther, dude, the whole audience just blew up. They were just like super. It was, you could see the energy pump up because he's a popular character, dude. Everybody wanted to be him, dude. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, it's not even about me. I'm really big like on movies. It's one of the things I really like. So he did I think 5 Bloods it was on Netflix, and then he did 21 Bridges, where he was like a legitimate cop. Where we need more of that. But yeah, when I heard it was like, one of those you're like, oh man.
I got a bone to pick with Z.
Oh,
man, dude, what a bummer.
That's what I do, man. You know what? I'm
about to go get another beer, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to drink no more. Like,
I'm about bringing it to real life, bro. Like, hey, we got to talk about what's going on in La Vida, man. In La Vida is short.
And nobody's seen what's going on in real life like Luis is, man.
Yeah, yes, dude. You've seen a lot of crazy stuff going on, man. So Luis, I mean, would you mind telling us a little bit of what you've been seeing, dude, since you are a nurse and you're in the front line. What are some of the things that you're seeing regarding patients, and what's a life right now as a nurse in your field?
Well, I mean, without sharing, too much into detail, I guess, and just sharing just some basic stuff that's out there. Luckily, thank God and everything that our town hasn't been hit too hard as far as like other things like big, cities like, Italy, New York and whatnot. So we haven't really had like a major LA. I mean, like San Francisco, all these like big cities have been hit with a lot. My town hasn't been hit. Hasn't been hit with so much. I mean, yeah, we do have some here and there, and it's all public information. That like, hey, there's so many active cases right now going on, and working as a front care worker, a frontline worker. It's stressful. It's stressful. It's times that like I'm not used to seeing. I've been a nurse now for like 5 years now, and I started off as working at a nursing home for 3 months, and prior to switching up into like a hospital role in acute care, and I did that for about 4 or 5 years, and then just recently transitioned to critical care. So right now I'm doing critical care ICU, cardiac vascular ICU is where my specialty is at right now. I've been there since November, and I'm still trying to get adjust to like all the whole new settings. But with this whole COVID thing, man, it's crazy. Different rules, popping up left and right as far as like how to take care of these patients, and it's just an ongoing adjustment for everyone.
Yeah.
But it's tough. It's like it's mind-boggling, as far as like what we see and what we do there, on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's one thing I like. I think you hit the nail on the head. Adjustments, because we really don't know a lot about this, right? And I'm not obviously anywhere near medical. The only thing I know about medical is the little Rosita, cuando te enfermas te dan la pinche Rosita, la medicina Rosita, yeah. But the thing is, we don't know, right? And so I'm more than 100% sure every other day you go into work, Luis, you're probably like, here's another update. Oh, we got to do this now, and we got to change this, and it's constant change. So, I mean, we're bitching about wearing a mask, but you are actually on the front lines, and you're constantly having to change your protocols, and because you never know, you don't know, right? We don't know what's going on with this thing. So that's I can't imagine meetings and conference calls and just updates and signage and rules. Dude, on top of what else you got to work on, dude. That's
I mean, like I said, working in the ICU it's hard, it's different, from what I'm used to. Like I said, I mean, I'm still new to the game, so I'm still learning a bunch of stuff, and it's now with this whole thing is it's ongoing, it's different as far as like people can Google this stuff and see kind of like what the basic treatments are as far as like with the whole COVID-19 and stuff, as far as having to like sleep on your belly, proning people left and right, imagine having to do that with like someone that's like 400 plus pounds, like how many people it takes, just to like resources as far as like being able to flip them. They got all these different lines, tubings, all you got to be careful with all these things. So it's hard, like there's not a lot of like ICU nurses out there. So I guess what the big thing is with just the whole COVID thing is just like having people kind of just try to like comply with certain like rules, like as far as people bitching about working like wearing a mask and stuff. But as far as things go, is just to like stress and keep the stress level at the hospital down, because like I mean, you can't become an ICU just like the ICU nurse just like that. It takes training. It takes time to adjust to it, to become a critical care nurse. And there's been a shortage of nurses just everywhere in general, and especially ICU nurses. Like I said, you can't become an ICU nurse overnight. So just adjusting to just the ongoing, like I said, changing protocols and things like that. Like we urge the public just to hey, wear a mask, keep your social distance, things like that. And I get it. Like like I said, I myself like to travel and like to, be social and interact with other people. But I've limited myself with like as far as like contacts and like who I hang out with, how many people I bring over and stuff like that. And I mean, I haven't traveled The last game I went to was the San Antonio game, the Argentina versus was it I think the last Mexico game I went to was the Argentina versus Mexico game in San Antonio. Like, I haven't really been to like a lot of Mexico games. I haven't been to any sporting events. I've like restricted myself as far as traveling goes. Kind of just been, saving up money. I just bought a house. Doing different things as far as like, kind of just like keeping my social distancing from traveling. I'm not saying like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, or whatever. But like.
You have to be more aware, right? You
have to be more aware of your surrounding. Like, people say this is fake, this is that, but like, I don't think it's fake. I mean, I see it.
You're right. The way I look at it is like, okay, if you're wearing your mask, you're doing all the protect. And what's the worst that can happen? You're safe, right? Let's say this was all fake, right? Well, you're still going to be safe. Just take that extra.
What's the word? Yeah, you're extra precaution, man. But common courtesy. It's gonna change our life, but it's gonna change our life for moving forward, right? I mean, we're gonna be more cautious. Hopefully, people are gonna be more aware of just anything day to day conversations, interactions. But dude, again, just thank you for that, dude. I mean, just think what you're doing and everybody else, all your colleagues and things as well. My sister-in-law's a nurse too, and she's seeing a lot of this too. And here in Phoenix, we had a big spike, and she saw a lot of nurses wanting to just quit and stress, and it's hard for them, dude. I feel bad for them because I don't want them to stress and just like feel the brunt of this, dude. But we want to keep them safe too, man. So we would definitely appreciate what you're doing, man.
No, definitely. And as far as that goes, like, I have nurse friends from different places around the world, and they tell me how they're dealing with certain things and how they're working with their ratios. And luckily I live in California, so there's a lot more stricter regulations here and stuff like that. But I hear stories from like other nurses in different states, like where they're having to take care of like 3-4 COVID patients, and it just gets like really overwhelming. Like I said, thank God our hospital hasn't been hit like New York and how all that happened there. So I'm grateful for that. We're doing okay. Like I said, like our town has like daily updates on their Facebook. Like there's a Facebook page that like updates people on how the current situation are, and how many symptomatic and asymptomatic patients people there are as far as testing goes. So like I said, luckily our town hasn't been hit as hard as other big cities. But it's still stressful going to work. It's not it's not normal anymore. It's not like what we're used to, So I mean, like I said, it's stressful.
And being new, like you said, being new to the game, right? What way to start your career, right? Something like this. Hopefully after this is gonna be a breeze for you, man. Hopefully you're just like
Yeah, dude. Like I got so much. Me personally, I have so much to learn still, and I'm new to like the whole critical care setting, and just building up. I'm learning things every day, every night. I go to work, something different, but different scenarios, different patients. Not all of them are COVID or whatever. Everything I do is not like all COVID related, because like I said, I work in a cardiovascular ICU, so we get about a bunch of like vascular procedures. People that come in for like blockages in their like arteries, and they get surgeries and things like that. It's exciting. I love what I do. I'm blessed. Like I said, like I work 3 days a week, get 4 days off. It's been able to, fund everything I do. Like I said, people wonder how I do all this shit, and how I travel to all these games and 1-day trips. It's because of what I do, and I love what I do though. So for me, going into work, it's not really like a job. It's more just something like that I'm satisfied doing. I feel grateful for what I do. And then, I mean, where I work at, we don't have that many Hispanic, nurses out there. So like, I feel proud of being Latino, being raised by, Mexican parents, and, representing for us Mexicanos, and, working as a nurse, because the demographics are not that, great as far as Mexican male nurses, even just male nurses out there, as far as like, that goes. It's cool. Like I said, I'm very proudful of just being able to just provide for my community, and being local here, and just providing for everyone, man. Like it's exciting.
Awesome, man.
Hey, speaking of COVID, I just got my results.
You did? Again?
How many times have you been tested? I can't even see
like,
it, dude.
I get tested. You can't see.
Yeah, I see your social though, dude. Is it, you can't disclose that information, man.
Nah, it's not my social, but
it shows that you're pregnant.
Honestly, I get tested. I try to go at least twice a week. It's free.
What the hell?
It's because he's a social being, dude. He's got to make sure he likes his tacos. He's always out eating tacos, man.
I'm probably gonna end up in a hospital like him eating.
I sound weak que no hace caso, ay mira.
I know, mira, like also Gatorade. He's always trying to hydrate. But you know what I find out during this time though, man. We try to find ways to entertain ourselves. Keep ourselves sane. I also find, dude. Remember when this whole thing started, dude? Everybody started buying, America jerseys because toilet paper was running low. Remember that? And then, I remember that. Dude, that was crazy. But then people started buying stuff like you thought people can cook, dude. I went one time. Remember when it first started? Like the whole aisles were empty of like, where's all the the
Cheerios,
the flour? No sé qué chingada. I'm like, dude, people are baking bread all of a sudden. Qué chingada. Everybody's a baker. And then Coronel shared this video for me. I'm like, dude, you know what? Everybody's trying to be a cook now. But I don't think they're being successful, bro. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is what people are doing to stay sane, right?
She's making some flour. Oh, she's making some flour tortillas?
Yeah, dude. Look at that.
That's for Coronel, though.
That's for me.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what's happening in today's world, dude. People trying to be cooks. They trying to do all this stuff, but they ain't got it right, man. They just got it right. Yeah, man. But you know what, Ivan? Have you cooked anything since all this?
Huevo con jamón. Maybe.
The famous huevo con jamón.
Huevo con jamón, dude. Did you guys ever have the salchicha with the tortilla, dude? You guys had that before, right?
Mexican shit.
Dude, I've had the weirdest thing, probably. Maybe you guys can fill us in with something weird that you guys eat that you're like, what the? I like to eat tacos de bologna. Just bologna and the tortilla.
I don't like bologna, dude. Oh.
It's unhealthy, but it's good, man.
Yeah. So if you keep eating those, you're gonna go visit Luis with the.
Yeah. I just told you guys that.
For the cholesterol.
Cholesterol.
Le sube el colesterol.
Save a freaking room for fucking Ivan if he keeps eating all that.
La bologna.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of comida, dude, it's time for me to head out. I gotta go eat because I'm fucking hungry. I haven't had anything all day. But again, Luis, thank you very, very much for joining us, getting to know you. Congratulations on your house. Congratulations, with Steph. Tell her we said hi. And dude, keep doing you. And I'm happy that you're doing what you want to do. Travel. If you don't travel, you're working. I mean, it seems like you've got a great positive outlook on life. So just keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, no, man, appreciate it. Like I said, I look forward to hanging out with you guys a lot more. Meeting you too, as far as like the next game available. It's whenever we can, go back to normal and just travel and watch games. I appreciate you guys having me. Me sharing a little bit of myself to all the VIA members out there, and if you guys want to know a little bit more about me, go ahead and look at my Instagram page at Nurse Pulido. More than happy to follow you guys back, and like I said, I appreciate you guys having me here, man.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you, Luis. Ivan, any final shout-outs, thoughts, man? Wrapping it up.
Yeah, real quick. Just thank you for everything you do, Jose. Congratulations on your house.
Hey, Luis.
Alan.
Alan is his brother, homie. But, yeah, dude, thank you so much. And then for everybody, I know some of us don't agree with what's going on. But if you don't agree, at least be respectful towards others. Wear a mask because you don't have to wear it all day. Just when you go into the store or whatever, wear a mask, wash your hands.
Don't make a big scene. Yeah.
But that's about it. Just everybody try to be safe because after what happened, with that guy dying yesterday, and we lost Kobe earlier in the year, and even if you guys don't know, NFL is my favorite sport, but Fitzpatrick, the quarterback for the Dolphins, he lost his mother yesterday too. So you never know when it's gonna come at you, So enjoy life, be respectful, and be kind.
Yeah, 2020, man. 2020 is almost gone. We're getting to the end of this, so hopefully this is towards the end. But again, nice meeting you, Luis. Definitely follow him at Nurse Pulido on Instagram. Has a lot of great stories, dude. A lot of things to follow. But Dude, small world. Who thought we were in Mexico City and we were there, dude? Small world. But this is what I love about what we do here at VS Podcast. It's all about connecting and keeping us sane, keeping us together. And eventually, we'll meet again, right? We'll throw something in a big bash. So thank you guys again. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of VS Podcast. Hasta luego.
Thank you guys.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. Con una pasión tan fuerte.
Later.
All right, man. Thank you guys.
Damn.
Vete a comer. What are you gonna eat, Coronel? What's for
I'm gonna eat
dinner?
some shrimp tacos.
Or no maruchan anymore? You're done?
I got paid, so like the end of 2 weeks, start getting into the Pabst Blue Ribbon beer and the maruchan. But when I get paid, that meme that goes out where you go, hey, you just got paid and you got the 12-pack of Modelo and you got like the Doritos and all that shit.
You load up, man. All right, brothers. Well, thank you guys again. We'll see you guys next time. All right,
later, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luis.
Not Alan, it's Luis.
I know.
Yes, sir.